Okay, we're back. Special segment of the Laws That Matter, BeVeg Report. We have a newly certified vegan company by BeVeg. It's No Bull Dairy Ice Cream, non-dairy ice cream by a dairy company, though. And let me tell you, that's their 8 flavors that they've launched. I have 2 boxes of that here with me because they sent me 8 by accident, an extra 8. We have Paige, who has, it looks like 8. Jane, I don't know how many you have.
I've got 5.
5. Sherry?
I have 4. We have 4.
Okay. San Bernardo Ice Cream is a global ice cream company that has roots that are about 100 years old. And they are changing with the times, and it's perfect time because it's amidst the coronavirus and the whole food supply and dairy having issues. So it's a perfect time for them to have launched 8 vegan certified flavors. So I have like all 8 here, but I'm afraid to move it because I took the lids off. And yes. All right.
I'm already going in.
Wow.
And then we have with us as well, we have Stacy. Stacy's a rep of the company San Bernardo. So thanks for joining us. And I guess
for having me.
Maybe you should guide the taste test. Is there a certain order? Is there a certain
order? Why don't we start with your favorites?
My favorite is that caramel salt. All right, let me just show everyone what I did. My ice cream arrived a week before everyone else's, so I dove in. And this one's my favorite.
Me too.
Really? That's
Peanut butter.
Strawberry frappe.
Peanut butter fudge.
Peanut butter fudge is mine too.
Peanut butter fudge.
Yeah, that was really
Caramel
good.
apple.
Where can you get this?
Ooh, caramel apple is
Everyone
yummy too.
cheated. Nobody's.
Where can you get this? I got the right size spoon, don't I? Nice and big.
Well, right now we're in all the markets throughout the state of Florida, but you could order online at eatnoble.com and we'll ship it right to your doorstep.
It's at Whole Foods by me.
Yeah, Whole Foods in the state of Florida, throughout Florida.
Yes.
Nice.
The problem is, I think that people need to write Whole Foods because they're not carrying the peanut butter flavor.
Whole Foods is carrying 4 flavors now: the vanilla bean, the double chocolate, the mint swirl, and the sea salt caramel. All the other 4 flavors you can get online at eatnoble.com. Look at that big fudgy swirl.
I'm really excited to learn about how you made this transition. Are you saying that you were a dairy company and then you transitioned to dairy free?
We are still both.
Hear the story.
Wow.
For 50 years, we've been in the ice cream business, making premium ice creams. We were the global leader in the cruise line industries. And we've really seen the trend in plant-based, that people who are either lactose intolerant or dairy-free, vegan, whatever it is, they really deserve to have the best ice cream as well.
I think that,
and the texture and the taste of real ice cream. And if a real ice cream company, a dairy company, can't make the best non-dairy ice cream, so we have here Noble. And what we mean is it's Noble, we just taste better.
Yes.
What's the website again?
Eatnoble.com.
Right.
I'm already eating. Which one are you eating? Which one is that?
Mine's
eating the
mint
peanut butter
chocolate.
Oh, look at that fudge swirl and that mint.
Mint chocolate swirl. What?
All right, this is the peanut butter.
And I'm a basic. I love the vanilla bean, the classic. It's amazing.
But what's different than this is all oat based, so it's creamy.
Yeah. Very
And it has that. It still has that deep, rich flavor, but it has that ice cream velvety texture that real dairy has.
It really does.
Yum,
And
yum.
I think the good news is Whole Foods in Florida. I hear it's flying off the shelves, and they keep reordering. That they under ordered. They didn't realize how popular it would be, and it's taking off.
It's true. It's crazy. I've been doing the store runs. I did 18 stores last week, and the shelves were almost empty on most of them.
This is my favorite.
Can't get it in.
What do you think, Charlie?
Blueberry.
The blueberry pie is
Nice.
amazing.
I know, doesn't it? And the color, it tastes just like blueberries.
This is delicious, the blueberry.
Yeah.
I could put this in a smoothie. It would be awesome.
Peanut butter chocolate.
Wow.
Isn't that delicious?
Oh my God.
Blueberry tastes like a smoothie.
Color. Let's see if I can find it.
Did
The
anybody
blueberry
try
tastes like a smoothie that's already done.
Yeah, that's what it tastes like.
Doesn't
Exactly.
have anything
Caramel
else.
apple pie.
Oh, yeah.
That one's good.
All right, I'm trying the apple pie.
Oh, it makes you have the actual apple chunks from the caramel.
Wow, I love it.
Reminds me of my aunt Lois, who used to make apple pie. Oh, apple fresh. Tastes like that.
Wow, that's great.
And what does the one man on this panel think?
I love the blueberry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wow, right there. Right there.
Where's the smart?
And what about Carissa's mom? She's too busy eating.
I haven't tasted all of them yet. My mom, I'm the one that dove in. My mom held out until now.
I had to hide it from her. The apple pie is amazing. Big piece of apples. I'm like, all right, tastes like an apple pie.
This
It does, and it has chunks of real apples in it.
Maybe on the side of a warm apple pie and you drop that ice cream on the top of it.
Oh my gosh.
Apple pie, mind you, but it would be great.
The mint chocolate chip is good.
That is amazing.
Wow.
Do you plan to expand to more flavors down the road?
Yes, and sugar-free.
Oh, yeah.
And they were going to have one that's like an ice cream bar, right? With a hardened shell.
Yes.
Wow. I like that.
Are you going to go to a sugar-free alternative? Because there's a big move in ice cream for sugar-free.
Yes, we do make dairy sugar-free, so we are planning now and putting into production and figuring out. You know, it takes a lot of experimentation now with all the no sugars.
Yeah. Incredible.
What
What is your sugar-free and the dairy part? What do you use?
We use depends on we use natural or sometimes it's an artificial, depending on what type of ice cream brand we have.
Wow. Okay.
We have many different varieties, super premium, and then we have a flavor that's, a brand that's also made for just the middle market that just is a consumer of ice cream and they buy more by the gallon or by.
Right. Okay. Like bulk, like
So you can order this at
eatnobull.com.
and then it comes in the way these came in a big package, right? And I had
with dry ice right to your doors.
and it's like boom, and then you can have it for a month.
Correct.
wow.
That's really amazing.
This tastes like pralines and cream or candy.
The sea salt. Oh, the strawberry frappe too tastes to me like a strawberry milkshake.
That's
So good. It's so
It's amazing.
so frothy. And the strawberry taste just punches. What do you think, Sherry and Charlie? Are you having that one?
Love it. We
All
have
flavors.
it.
All of it.
You know what's so bad is that I received this box a week ago, and I am an ice cream junkie.
Yeah.
So when I find like a vegan brand, I can't just eat a spoonful. I was eating this whole tub.
Yeah.
But Paige said, wait, because you need some for the taste test. So I held out. Right? Let you know these will be gone by the end of the week.
Well, I know who our new taste testers are.
And why is it that oat is so good? They're all oat based. What is it about oat that makes it so creamy?
Oat is it's creamier than a coconut or a nut. It has a cream consistency and it's heart healthy. So it's oat is a very, very good source because there's no such thing really as oat milk.
1 second.
So the oats become so creamy and rich that it's just like an oatmeal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. And yes, very good for you. Very good for you.
Very good for you, correct.
So you've turned a guilty pleasure into a guilt-free pleasure.
Correct. It's an indulgence.
Yes.
Just because you maybe can't have dairy or you are vegan or whatever the thing, you should deserve and have the same indulgent experience eating ice cream and enjoy it like everyone else.
And that's the point. It's not a sacrifice. Actually, it's becoming more popular.
Yes.
And what about the innovation that you guys, didn't you spend like over a year innovating to get the flavor? And can you tell us about that?
Yes, because the consistency is really what we're so proud of. The creaminess. And a lot of other flavors and other brands, they tend to be a little more either chalky or flaky.
Yeah.
But they don't have that rich, velvety texture is the only way I can describe it. It just feels so creamy.
No aftertaste.
And yeah, that's right, Charlie.
And no aftertaste.
It tastes really, it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Have some of your dairy customers tried it and said, wow, I really like this?
Yes, my son.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I have a 16-year-old and his friends were all over and I had all the noble flavors. I didn't say one word. They all ate it. Well, this is delicious. Oh my God. And these are boys who don't even know.
Yeah.
But across the board, everyone who's tried it, either vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free, they're all loving it.
Yes, it's delicious. I have to say it's really, really good. And I tried a lot of brands. I know a lot of us, if we had that little addiction with the ice cream, you kind of go through a couple of them to find out which one is really your favorite. I do like the creaminess of this brand. It's just super nice. It's smooth.
Thank you.
It is true. I mean, I grew up vegan. I was born and raised vegan, and I used to have rice stream ice cream growing up.
Right.
And I was really surprised when I tasted this when it came in the mail. I mean, you never know if something's going to be a good alternative, and sometimes people have a bad experience with a vegan alternative, and then it turns them off from veganism. And if that happens, you should just try other brands, because there are some really great brands that sacrifice. And I was really blown away with this one. I mean, I know the common ones, and that's normally the go-to. And if I had this brand and another brand right in front of me, I now have a different go-to.
Exactly.
We did a launch at an event that was it was a taco event. And we came with our dairy and our non-dairy ice cream. Everything was kept separate. And the people were going back for the non-dairy just because they couldn't believe how it really was non-dairy.
Yes. Wow. Well, you know what?
And then we just did the Miami Veg Fest.
Oh, okay.
And the students, it was at the campus of the University of Miami, and the students went back to their dorm rooms to get Tupperware to take home the rest of the ice cream, because the event was over and I had brought so much.
Wonderful.
Wow. I think this is going to be a hit. It's about accessibility. You guys need to get into all the Whole Foods. Right. You need to really get beyond the mail.
Like that. And any other vitamin store, any of those other stores that carry dairy-free.
You should look at Sprouts. A lot of people shop at that store.
Yes.
I know Trader Joe's has their own brands.
They have their own brand.
They do, but Sprouts would be a great alternative. And to be honest, if you could get it into a mainstream like Ralph's and
Ralph, if you don't know, and I truly didn't know this until getting into the ice cream industry years ago, but in the ice cream industry, in the grocery stores, their reset is only once a year.
Oh.
So because it's not like a pretzel or a cookie that you can put on a standalone shelf and just throw it up. The freezer space is their pride and joy, and you have to go through, it's a year process.
Oh,
they only test once a year. So we start again in November, and we go through January to see in what other stores we can get into. So hearing you guys say that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Mainstream stores should carry us. Appreciate that.
I don't think anybody's talked about this double fudge.
Chocolate.
Let me tell you how I do ice cream.
I already dug in.
I just have something to say about this. That one big bite in like one spoonful, I'm done. I'm good. It's so satisfying. It's so rich and creamy, and like we've talked about, double chocolatey. It tastes like delicious cake frosting. I love cake frosting. That's chocolate. I love it. Like one spoonful, I'm done. But let me tell you, my husband, who flexes, he loves this. He wouldn't give me back the peanut butter one. I go, you have to save some. He's like, but wait, just one more. And I was like, well, you're gonna have to take it up with no bull.
There's no bull about this, right?
That's true.
That's true. So are you going to be launching in the cruise line? I know you guys are like the leader with cruise ships and ice cream. Are you going to bring in the non-dairy?
Well, we have talked and we have sent all the product. And as soon as this, passes and the ships are back going out, we'll be on board with them as well.
So they're the global leader for cruise ships for ice cream.
Wow.
We are the global leader.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
Amazing. So you're really on the forefront of change.
Yeah.
And this is happening everywhere with people adopting plant-based options. This is a perfect time for us to evolve and move beyond the food system that is now officially broken. So I want to just applaud you and congratulate you for
wonderful
the vision, the tenacity, and of course, anytime you try something new, it's a risk. You know, there's a sense of, wow, nothing's guaranteed. But I am so impressed by your organization. I mean, you really pulled this off. This is a perfect combination of business savvy and being a trendsetter and knowing when something is really, this is not just a trend. This is basically
a way of life.
This is the future. This is the future of food. And even the future of food is plant-based. So you're, I just so grateful, and I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Carissa, I cannot thank you enough for working with us, opening our eyes and our palates, and explaining and teaching us, a new way of life.
Right.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it's awesome when a company passes with the ingredients and the process, and then it also passes a taste test. And just to go with what Jane said, that it's really not a trend; it's a movement, because we certified Plantera Oza, which is the JBS plant-based line. And my mom made it. We should do a segment on that. My mom made it. It was so real that, like, as a born vegan, I couldn't eat it. But our maintenance guy is he serves barbecue. He has a restaurant.
He has a barbecue
So we
restaurant.
gave him boxes of it, and he took it home to his family. I wish we got it on camera. He didn't tell his family that it wasn't meat. They ate the whole thing, and they were blown away. They couldn't believe that it wasn't meat.
And JBS is the largest meat processor in the world. It's a Brazilian-owned company that is the largest meat processor in the entire world.
Wow.
And they're creating a vegan line. So even the meat industry knows.
Every industry.
Well, it's not sustainable. What we're seeing now is a breakdown of a system. It's just not sustainable with the number of people we have on this planet. So this is truly the future of food. And Carissa, I would just like to know your vegan certification. Like, this is great that you certified no bull vegan. How does it work exactly?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, I'm going to put up our symbol here too. That's our global trademark. And
where is it?
So, it's in the gold in the middle. We put it in the middle. So basically, vegan is not defined at all by the law. There's no definition of vegan. There's no vegan standard out there globally. Vegan is the Wild West. Anyone can make a vegan claim, and the question is by what standard. So at BeVeg, as a law firm, we have set out a vegan standard and a global standard that is now represented on every continent except Antarctica, our trademark is. And what we're trying to do as a law firm is have a legally defined, legally binding vegan standard that is accountable to labeling laws and that makes vegan claims that have integrity and credibility, so the consumer has confidence when they're in the store, shopping, not reading tiny ingredients, especially ingredients that don't have suppliers named, because many suppliers are not vegan. So you might see a sugar on the back, but you don't know what sugar brand, and that sugar brand could be made with bone char or natural charcoal. So what we do is we look into the ingredients, the supply chain, the manufacturing process, the facility where it's made, to make sure there's no cross-contamination. We ask about no animal testing. And actually, in the future, we just are working with a laboratory right now, and there's going to be a actual scientific test to make sure.
Wow, that's amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Cool.
so that's down the road. But so basically, we live in an age of information. People want information. They want honest information. And whether you're vegan or not, you're entitled to know what you're putting in your body.
For sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. Great.
Yes. And
So, can I ask you a quick question, though? So what made you think about this?
me?
Yes, Carissa. So, because, look, like you said, you wanted to make sure all the product and everything was vegan, but what just prompted you all of a sudden to say, I'm going to start this?
Okay, it's a good question. So I was born and raised vegan.
Right.
And when I was younger, I was very much bullied for being vegan. I remember when I was in school, my friends were all eating Skittles, and I was really upset that Skittles had gelatin in it. So I actually wrote Skittles a letter. And I found out, I don't know if it's because of my letter, but they removed gelatin from the candy.
Wow.
And, you know, so I didn't really realize until I became a lawyer and became a confident lawyer and was a prosecutor and worked at a big law firm and had my own firm, that I realized that, you know what, there's a real need in an area of law that needs to be defined. And as a lawyer, you have two options. You can work with existing laws, or you can take the laws and push them to become the intended law that it should be. And that's why the Constitution is a living, breathing document. It's a growing, we're always expanding. We're always changing laws, defining laws, and redefining laws. So I think what pushed me into it formally was when I found out that wine has filtered animal parts, and that there's like egg whites and isinglass, which is fish bladder, and, you know, bone char, and gelatin, which is cow's elbows and knees and horse hooves. So, and there's no labeling requirements on alcohol, and the Tobacco and Trade Bureau says that there's up to 62 ingredients that could go into your alcoholic beverage, and you don't know what it is. And to be honest, the winemakers and the winemaker owners, they don't even know what's in it. It's all trade secret. So by starting to get companies accountable, they're actually becoming more aware. And what I'm seeing is it's keeping the supply chain accountable, and it's making the supply chain change. Because if there's a sugar, for example, that's in your product, and you're a big global leader in ice cream, if that sugar was preventing you from getting certified vegan, and then you switch the sugar out, that sugar just lost a major account and lost a lot of money.
Right.
So now a vegan sugar supplier is now supplying that global company. And actually, I have to tell you, that happened. I'm not going to say with who, because it's probably, you know, trade secret, whatever. But major company, major account, national expansion had to switch out their sugar because of that. And it makes a difference. It has a domino effect. So
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, appreciate it.
So yeah. So yeah, and here's the symbol again. It's the gold one. And if anyone's watching on Jane Unchained, here, I'll put up in the comments. Jane has a special link. So if you have a vegan product, here, I'm going to put it up in the comments. If you have a vegan product and you want to certify vegan and make it official with BeVeg, use her link, and 100% goes to Jane Unchained News Network, so we can continue reporting the laws that matter for the animals.
Awesome. Another question.
Thank you, Carissa.
Yeah. Could this be put in healthcare for hospitals? That would be great for patients.
Yes, I have met with many hospitals.
Wonderful.
And that goes to a legal thing too, by the way. So you asked about like, how did I get into this? Like vegan labor law is just one thing. If vegans get rights and constitutional rights and get to, you know, to be identified as a constitutional class, then we're going to have rights like Americans with Disabilities Act, where there's places of public accommodation that are required to accommodate those with disabilities. If we, you know, in the future, I see hospitals, prisons, schools to be places of public accommodation where they will be required to vegan options. So
well, and a big shout out to Charlie Johnson, who's on the front lines in working with patients right now. So thank you, Charlie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you.
Amazing product.
Amazing.
Hey, that's a pretty big mouthful you got there. I only have one bite. I only have one bite to get on the 30 bites so far.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what can I say?
Yeah.
It's still just one bite.
It's okay.
It's a big bite.
All right.
I'll have to send you your own little scooper that says "Eat no bull" if you're going to take bites like that.
Wow.
Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Busted.
You're busted.
There's some fun things you can do with the no bull. You know, some
You
good
should follow us. We started to make our whole cocktail recipes too with vegan ingredients.
Wow. Nice.
We found a bunch of vegan alcohol, and we've been making cocktails and putting them up on our Facebook and our Instagram page.
Cool.
Wow.
Don't take no bull.
Yeah.
We don't take no bull.
That's right.
All right. Well, I learned that this is applause on Zoom, so I'm applauding.
That's also an applause in sign language.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, maybe that's where it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Any important comments? I see a couple comments.
Oh.
No, that's the comment I posted.
Oh, there's comments. There's tons of comments.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't see any questions though. Everyone's just saying, "Good job, Mike. Yeah, wow, yum.
Right.
I'm hungry. I agree. Yummy. Look at that. All vegan. Thank you for
Yay. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yes.
Awesome.
Oh, Michael said one can check here to see if beer and wine is vegan. So there's some resources there.
Well, we have our app too, the BeVeg app.
Wonderful.
It's free. You can download it, BeVeg, and it's also on our website. And we have over 1 million beverages cataloged.
Wow.
Alcoholic, and whether it's vegan or not. And if it's not vegan or there's no info, it gives you the ability to interact in the app to try to help us get the info.
That's a fudgy
Fantastic.
story.
How do you do it all, Carissa? You run a law firm. You're a former prosecutor.
Wow.
Not to mention, you were also a professional ballerina.
Okay.
Wow.
Now you're doing BeVeg certification. Do you
Wow.
sleep?
Yeah.
Oh, she does.
My mom said no.
And she does the laws that matter, which is
And you're anchoring the show on Jane Unchained, the laws that matter.
Yeah,
definitely.
Wow.
it's great. It's great.
And the book, the vegan law book too.
We don't know that.
It's awesome. I love it.
I don't sleep. It's true.
Yeah, but when
Your mom looks like your mama looks like your sister. So, but, I mean, honestly, and I was going to say your mom must be so proud, but she looks like your sister.
Yeah.
So.
I was going to say is when you're passionate about something, sleep doesn't matter because you're on a mission. You know, you have a vision, you see the vision, and you want it to come true. And so as you're moving along, your branches, start to shift out different directions of things that you need to incorporate. So it's amazing. Thank you so much because it is well needed for sure. Because I tell you, the ingredients are getting smaller and smaller. I may need a magnifying glass just to read what I'm eating. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, I always feel like you are in your power when you merge your passion and your purpose and you make it your profession.
For sure.
And when I have always felt like when I'm we all have equal amount of hours in a day and equal amount of energy to expend. But when you're expending it on something you're not passionate about, you become drained and exhausted. And when you expend it on things that you love and you believe in, you get more energy and you're exhilarated and you're excited and the energy keeps flowing and you're part of the momentum. So
yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
we're all part of it.
Sherri, being an expert aficionado, what do you think? Your clients you're gonna tell them about this, right? Wow.
The thing is that we have a little show, and I'm going to showcase this as well on my medium, and it is really, really good. I'm trying not to eat it all because I want to save some, but it is so delicious. I'm just thinking about putting some cookies in this with some ice cream. I'm thinking of all these extra things. I can throw strawberries on them and nuts and almonds. So I'm just thinking about all these extra toppings I can throw on this ice cream. It's great.
Wow.
Send us your recipes. We'll put them up.
Hey.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
That's fun. So how do we find you on Instagram for the No Bull?
Eat Noble.
No Bull. There it is.
Noble. Hashtag.
Right. It's great.
It's interesting because I just interviewed the CEO of Milkademia yesterday here on Jane Unchained, and his slogan is "Moo is moot."
That's great.
He also used to have a dairy farm and converted it to a macadamia nut farm. In New York.
Wow.
So you're seeing a very interesting parallel of a lot of things. He's a very successful businessman. He's just seeing the trend and making the shift, and also wanted to have an impact on the environment, animals, etc. But he saw it also as a good business move.
Right.
Isn't that the same as Elmhurst too? That's been around since the turn of the century. Elmhurst also shifted.
There was a dairy that became plant-based, and they're very successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a high demand for it for sure. And if we want to do something to really help the planet and, help people live a longer and healthy life, there's money to be made in that as well for people who are businessmen. And the shift is there. If you see the trends, we have more and more people changing their lifestyle to more of a plant-based lifestyle. And, it's a great opportunity for a lot of people who have products like that to put it in the market, because then it gives everyone choices, and that's what we're looking for.
Yes.
Right.
The choices, there are 8 of them here.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's 8 choices, and we can eat them all.
Yeah, that's kind of what's happened.
That's awesome. Okay.
So, 8 flavors, and they're going to get sugar-free and the popsicle flavors and all sorts of things coming to market.
Right, and it's also going to come in soft serve as well.
Oh, no.
So we have a food service that will go, for their hotels and hopefully Disney and SeaWorld and all, whatever the theme parks are that are out there.
Stacy, we have a question.
Yeah, we have a question.
Hey, Valerie.
Where is No Bull sold? I'm in Iowa.
Nope, in Iowa, you would have to purchase it online. Unfortunately, we just came out right now in Whole Foods throughout the state of Florida. We're making our way, hopefully, across the United States. But for right now, and we have some really great package deals on eatnobull.com, and we'll take care of you. That blueberry pie.
At a time with social distancing, when we don't want to go to the grocery store anyway, it's a great time to start exploring with these vegan brands that are by mail only.
Yeah,
I
that's a great
never used Instacart until this, and I think I'm going to keep using Instacart. It's easy, and they say you've saved dash number of hours, and I think I've saved 8 hours now shopping.
That's great.
By just ordering, and it's great. Nobody is. My biggest fear is that we're going to do a replacement of something that is got meat or dairy in it, and they haven't. I put a note. You can communicate with the shopper. I say any replacement's good as long as it's 100% vegan.
Right.
And I haven't had any mistakes yet. So
That's great.
It's
wonderful.
It's been very, very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's changing everyone the way we're going to look at things and how we're going to live moving forward.
For sure.
And
For
that's
sure.
Yeah. Now you're saving more time, I think, too.
And it saves on the purchases that you would just randomly make at the point of sale.
That would be me. Anything that says vegan, I'm gonna pick it up and take it home and try it out. So,
Me too.
Well, thank you guys. I'm so glad we were able to have everyone logged in, because I know that this, I think there's another live show waiting to go on behind us. So we've got to wrap it up. But thank you. It's delicious. Yeah. Everyone should go buy it online, especially during social distancing and COVID. It's certified vegan. Here's our BeVeg vegan certification symbol. It's globally trademarked. And you can use the link in comments if you want to get certified too. And 100% will go to Jane Unchained. So
I can't thank you all enough.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.